Alright everyone, so I got a Mayflower sweet and sour chicken in batter. A Chinese takeaway, a staple in a lot of British family homes. But how do we recreate that? You know, it can be so difficult to find a good, sweet and sour chicken in batter. But Mayflower, do they have the answer to that? So we're looking here at a Chinese-style sweet and sour chicken in batter. And yes, when I will run about what I was saying before, that is very important. There are a lot of chicken and batters out there. There are a lot of breaded chicken things out there. But you know, there is just always seems to be a problem with them. They just don't get it like they do at the actual Chinese. There's something about that piece of chicken where it's just there, and then it has a nice proper batter around it that you can sort of take off. I'm sorry, it's a bad habit. I sort of peel the batter off, and I like eating the batter separately. I'm weird like that. I'm sorry. So the problem is a lot of those ain't actually like that, because there's something about having that batter on its own. Now, not all Chinese takeaways do that, but a lot of them do. It's just something about the batter. So yeah, let's have a look at this and let's see if this can do it. Now, upon first glance here, I'm hopeful. You know, they don't look exactly as smooth as your typical chicken in batter that you get from a takeaway, but they are definitely like chicken balls, which I like. And of course, we've got our sauce packet here, which is all nice and frozen, full of, well, frost, obviously. So of course, why wait any longer? Let's get it cooking. So what will it be like? A tender chicken breast in a crispy batter with a delicious sweet and sour sauce? I wonder if it's possible. So looking at the back, yeah, just wheat. Just got to worry about wheat. And of course, at the moment, I've just put the oven at 200 degrees because you're supposed to place it in, well, an oven at 200 degrees and then put it on for 35 minutes. That's quite some time. So they must really want that batter to be crispy, and fair play to them. That's good. I don't know how this would fare any different if you were to do it in the air fryer, but I'm not sure. You can also deep fry them as well. That's an interesting idea. And of course, obviously the sauce itself, you just do in the microwave. That's simple enough. As of right now, let's get it into the oven. Now, one thing to point out that I did not do, but says on the instructions, is that it says you are supposed to partially collapse the foil tray, which I did not do. I just threw it in as is. It'll be fine. Now, when it comes to the sauce packet itself, I'm usually used to just throwing a sachet into a little mug of hot water. It didn't ask me to do this in this situation. What it wanted me to do was pierce the sachet and then cook in the microwave. I was a bit worried about that, to be fair, because you're piercing a full bag here randomly, and I was just thinking, is it just going to leak everywhere? But, hey ho, let's just follow the instructions as per. And now, of course, getting it into the microwave, and it says cook for 1 to 1.5 minutes on full power at 800 watts. And obviously, I tend to do it more at the higher end, because I think it is a higher end. I don't know for certain. So checking in on our sweet and sour chicken balls. Yep, looking alright. What I can also say about our sauce is that you can also boil in the back, but that'll require putting it in boiling water for 10 minutes. I'd rather just stick it in the microwave and risk it leaking everywhere. And here we go. Here is our sweet and sour chicken balls in batter. Well, sweet and sour chicken in batter. It doesn't actually state that they're balls, but that's what they're trying to imitate, so I'm calling them that. As we can look into it, piping hot, gonna burn my hand, Burn my hand. Ouch. Let's see if we can get a look in here and have a look at that chicken. And I love that that batter falls off. That is one step closer to that traditional Chinese look that I wanted. And obviously it's stuck in places, and as you can see here, the chicken itself, burnt my hand again. Ow. And yeah, it's a nice chicken, is that? Not stringy, nice and tender. For a cheap packet of chicken balls, that ain't bad. So of course, let's cut into our sweet and sour sauce. And now, pouring it over the top, we officially have our sweet and sour chicken balls. Now, I could have actually presented this a lot better, like you would have got from a Chinese takeaway and have the sauce separately, but it's a meal that you're supposed to eat in this. Or maybe you're supposed to pour them out. I don't know. I just pour the sauce into this. It's much easier. It saves you on washing up. And what does the sauce taste like? Yeah, it's a good sauce. Nice and tangy. To sound cliche, sounds very sweet. It's very sour. No, I like it, but not too overly sweet. Yeah, it's a good sauce. I approve of this Mayflower sweet and sour chicken in batter. I'm not being funny with you at all. Now, as I said before, there are a lot of products out there that claim to have chicken in batter or just breaded chicken. So, I think I might have found something else that has chicken in batter. Could this rival the Mayflower? Could it rival Chinese takeaways? Let's find out. Okay, so what other chicken bowl goodness have we got? Right here we have got, and I've been asked to come home to Glenhaven. Chinese style battered chicken balls. Succulent chicken breast fillet balls coated in a crispy golden tempura batter. Is that the batter that they use at the Chinese restaurant? Or at the Chinese takeaway? I don't know. But what I do know is that the Cahill family does like to talk about Dad's mustache and the family dog. But I do like that they have a passion for making tasty, locally prepared family favourites that are ready when we are. And that's a good thing, because this is a big bag of chicken balls here. And they work out at about 197 calories per 100 gram. 540 gram bag is this. So, obviously, unlike the Mayflower one, we do not have a sweet and sour sauce. So I have this on hand. It is a Lee Kum Lee sweet and sour sauce, and I got it from a local Chinese shop. So that was pretty handy. So obviously, yeah, the main thing, we have to do our sauce separately, because this is literally just the chicken balls. But it don't matter, because the price of these chicken balls, I think they were from Food Warehouse, or from Iceland. I think they were only a couple of pounds each, and the Mayflower one was about £1.50, and that came with a little sachet of sauce. And you do look like you get a good amount in this thing here. So, yeah, it's just a matter of, is it as good as the Mayflower ones? Are you paying for that better quality in that single meal from Mayflower, or are these and our sweet and sour sauce, are they enough to do the job? Now I thought, since we're in the mood of throwing everything randomly together, I thought I'll have some sweet and sour chicken balls with some rice. So I've got some Uncle Ben's original long grade. Now, to be fair, I probably would have normally done an egg fried rice, but we didn't have any. So instead, Uncle Ben's it is. So the good thing about these, you can actually do them in the oven, in the air fryer. It takes 24 to 28 minutes at 200 degrees in the oven, but I'm actually opting for the air fryer. And it actually states that at 180 degrees, these take about 12 to 14 minutes. So I'm going with that option. So here, our air fryer is actually preheated already. And let's get our chicken balls in there. Okay, they are safe and secure once I've given them a shake, and they are in. Now let's crank that timer up to 12 minutes And away we go. Now, of course, as with most microwavable rice, you do them in the microwave. I think there are other methods too, but I always do it in the microwave. It's so much easier. You just give it a little bit of a tear in the corner and set it going for 2 minutes. But I didn't yet, because I put it in way too early. We've still got a lot of time on them chicken balls. But I do want it to cool down at some point. So right now, let's have a look at the sweet and sour sauce. And let's give it a taste test on its own. This is a nice thick sauce, is this. I love my sweet and sour sauce to be nice and thick. So, of course, let's see what it tastes like. Get a nice little spoonful there. And what do I think? It's nice, but it's very sweet. And yeah, I know it's sweet and sour sauce. Definitely more sweeter than sour. And that is a problem I did not have with the Mayflower one. That being said, I think we can fix this. So what have I got here? Well, some rice vinegar, of course, by Sainsbury's. Now, obviously, looking into it, I believe it is rice vinegar that goes into a lot of these sweet and sour sauce. I think a lot of it is actually orange juice. I know I have this Chinese cookbook, and yeah, that uses orange juice, and that is a lovely sweet and sour sauce. But as of right now, because I'm already halfway there, so I was going to do a little bit of an experiment. So if I get 1 tablespoon of this sweet and sour sauce, and we will do that separately because I do not want to mess the rest of it up. And let's get that in there. And I think I'm kind of opting, maybe if I was to do very small, so this is probably what, like half a teaspoon, quarter of a teaspoon, something like that. I don't even know what this spoon's usually used for, but I like it for my desserts. Yeah. So I'd say roughly about half a teaspoon mixed in with a tablespoon, and I'll see what that is like. Give it a stir. And yeah, still a decent consistency. And what does it taste like? Definitely getting better. But it's still just got that little bit of a sweeter edge. Now, you might like it sweeter as it is. And if you do like it like that, then fair play to you. This is a really nice sauce. Well, for me, I like that tang. So, instead, I'm going to just try and get some simple measurements. And by simple, I mean I'm still kind of making this up as I go along. And I know I'm mixing this into the other lot, so consistency is all wrong. But I kind of put it down to roughly like 1 tablespoon to 1 teaspoon of rice vinegar. Hey, does this make me a proper chef now? Can I open my own restaurant? Oh no, I made a mess. I made a big mess. Okay, so we're now getting closer to the end of that 12-minute timer. And let's get that rice on for 2 minutes. At least then it'll have time to cool down. Now let's clear all this mess away. Okay, so our 12 minutes are up. So you could actually take them out as they are. I kind of feel like I want to take that risk for that final 2 minutes, though. So let's crank it down to 2 minutes. And we're off. So let's get that ready. We've got our 2 balls because it's not just me having it. You think I'm going to have that many chicken balls? And then we'll get our rice. As you can hear in the background, that beeping, that 2 minutes is up. So I'm going to quickly get this rice out here. And then Let's get it looking a little bit more presentable. Look at the steam coming off that stuff. And then we got our chicken balls that, yes, indeed have a nice golden brown colour to it. Don't want to melt that. Let's move it out of the way. And let's get our balls here right in this very small workspace. And we can begin to get our chicken balls on. One for you, and one for me. Uh-oh, we have a problem. We have one extra chicken ball on one side. Do I get privilege over that? And I'm going to use that as our tester ball right now. I'm worried about that. Let's pick it up. Yep, it's got right. Oh, that's hot. So let's get tucking into this. And as you can see, the moment I cut, yes, our batter is coming away from the chicken. That to me says we are close to a proper Chinese style chicken ball. And as for that chicken itself, and if you can see here, it is steaming hot, is this one. How's it taste? Yeah, it tastes good. Now at first glance I thought it had a little bit more flavour. But I will be honest, the more I ate of them, you can tell these ones were frozen. It had a bit more of a watery, squishy texture to it as compared to the other one. I'm not a big fan of the watery, like chicken taste, but it's not bad. Tastes nice, but yeah, it's just something to be aware of. It's a bit squishy and watery.
Just because it's been in the freezer a bit longer.
Yeah, you can hear me talking about that there anyway. Now that might have happened with the Mayflower one, because I think I just got that out from the fridge. So same problem could happen if you were to freeze the Mayflower stuff as well. Now as for the batter, I like that batter. It's a good batter, and I think it would probably mix well with the sweet and sour sauce. Yeah, I like it. And there we go. That is 2 portions of sweet and sour chicken balls. Right there. And of course, we gotta get a nice low more of that sauce. Thank you ever so much for watching. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It's free. And if you did enjoy the video, please give it a like. Lets me know that you like this kind of stuff. Or otherwise, give me ideas of how else you'd like me to do it. But until the next one, I'll see you later.